The history of Islam in Korea is a story that stretches over 13 centuries. It is a journey of trade, migration, discovery, and revival. It begins in the 7th century, during the lifetime of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. As Islam spread across Arabia and into Asia, Muslim merchants reached faraway lands. Arab and Persian traders sailed through the Indian Ocean, then up to China during the Tang dynasty. Some of them journeyed even further east to the Korean kingdom of Silla. By the year 668, Silla had unified most of the Korean Peninsula. It was a time of prosperity and global exchange. Muslim traders brought silk, ceramics, and spices, and shared ideas, stories, and faith. The Persian geographer Ibn Khordadbeh, writing in the 9th century, mentioned the land of Silla, which he called Al-Silla. He wrote that Muslim merchants who traveled there often settled permanently. This is the earliest written evidence of Muslims in Korea. By the 10th century, during the Goryeo dynasty, the number of Muslim visitors grew. In the year 1024, about 100 Muslims came to Korea under the leadership of Hasan Raza, known in Korean records as Yeolaja. King Hyunjong of Goryeo welcomed them warmly. They traded goods, shared knowledge, and built lasting friendships. Over time, more Muslims arrived from Central Asia. One of them, Jang Sun-yong, became the founder of the Deoksu Jang clan. He and his descendants became part of Korean history itself. During this Goryeo era, mosques or ceremonial halls existed in the capital city of Gyeonggi. Muslims prayed there, married locals, and raised families. Their influence could even be seen in Korean art and astronomy. But Islam remained small. Korea's strong Confucian and Buddhist culture made conversion rare. Then came a period of decline. In the year 1427, during the Joseon dynasty, King Sejong the Great issued a decree. He ordered the Huihui people, the Muslims, to close their prayer halls and abandon their traditional clothes and customs. From that time, the public practice of Islam disappeared. For centuries, Muslims in Korea faded from written record. More than 500 years later, the faith would return. The year was 1950. War broke out on the Korean Peninsula. Among the United Nations troops who came to help were soldiers from Turkey. They were Muslims who brought not only courage, but compassion. They built orphanages, helped local people, and shared their faith through kindness. Their example left a deep impression on many Koreans. After the war, a small group of Koreans embraced Islam. In 1955, under the leadership of Umar Kim Jin-kyu, they founded the first Korean Muslim society. This marked the rebirth of Islam in Korea. In 1967, the Korean government officially recognized the Korea Muslim Federation, known as the KMF. This gave Islam legal standing and opened the way for international support. In 1976, a new era began with the opening of the Seoul Central Mosque in Itaewon. President Park Chung-hee donated land for the mosque, and financial help came from Muslim nations including Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. It became the heart of Korean Islam. From that mosque, the call to prayer echoed through Seoul for the first time in centuries. In the following decades, Islam grew steadily. Workers and students from Pakistan, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Malaysia, and the Middle East settled in South Korea, joined by Korean converts who found Islam through study and friendship. In 1990, there were fewer than 30,000 Muslims in South Korea. By 2005, that number had reached nearly 100,000. Today, as of 2025, estimates suggest between 200,000 and 250,000 Muslims live in South Korea. Roughly 1/4 of them are ethnic Koreans, local converts. And that number keeps rising. According to the Korea Muslim Federation, over 1,000 Koreans embrace Islam every year. Universities in Seoul, Busan, and Daegu now have active Muslim student associations. There are more than 10 mosques and over 100 musallas, or small prayer spaces, nationwide. The halal industry has also expanded. In 2014, there were fewer than 200 halal-certified products in Korea. By 2025, that number has passed 1,500. Major Korean companies now export halal-approved food and cosmetics to the Muslim world. Cities like Seoul, Incheon, and Gwangju host Islamic cultural festivals. Public schools teach about Islam as part of global culture. And Korean television occasionally features documentaries about Muslim life in Korea. The Korea Muslim Federation continues to lead these efforts. It provides Halal certification, supports Muslim education, and helps Korean pilgrims travel to Makkah for Hajj and Umrah. In 2025, the KMF celebrated 70 years of Islam in Korea with an international Halal summit attended by Muslim delegates from around the world. Through all these changes, the core message of Islam remains the same: the belief in one God, Allah, the call to live with compassion and justice, and the example of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. That same message crossed deserts, sailed oceans, and found its way to the mountains and cities of Korea. Islam in Korea is not just history, it is a living story. A story of faith surviving across centuries, a story of rediscovery, connection, and growth. A reminder that Islam's light shines wherever there are hearts open to truth. From the traders of Silla to the worshippers at Seoul Central Mosque, the message remains timeless. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad, peace be upon him, is his messenger. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through history, please like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Islam with Aslan for more inspiring stories about Islamic history, culture, and faith around the world. May peace be upon you all.